What's up, guys? Welcome back to the BigLogan channel. I'm your host, BigLogan. So today we're doing a bunch of miscellaneous stuff on Peggy the Ram Pro Master here behind me. If you guys are new to the channel, we're fully converting this van into a DIY adventure van, and we're getting into all the different wall paneling, hanging the upper cabinets like you see here, ceiling paneling, doing some miscellaneous electrical, doing some miscellaneous trim out and close out work. This place is an absolute mess. It's getting cold outside. Let's get this episode started. What is up, YouTube friends and family? So we are at it another day. We got an early start this morning. Sun is just starting to come up. The leaves are falling. Winter is coming and it's time to get this van done. So what we got for you guys is whitewash planking. This is 5/16 solid pine. This is going to go on our ceiling. I like the finish because it's nice and rough, and it'll be a longitudinal plank down the length of the van. I might end up painting this though, but we'll see how the colors coordinate with everything else that's going on in the van. And I have tongue and groove, bare pine, shiplap for the walls. So this is just going to lock in so nice and tight because it actually has a dual-sided groove there, and that's going to lock in, make these really rigid. 3/4 inch thickness means I can mount all the outlets, switches, anything exterior to this nice and solid with long screws. Going to be great. So one more update for you guys. In between episodes, I got the final framing done in the van, boxed out around the windows here by the bed. Got all these ready to go for final shiplap and then some trim out. Framed in around the rooftop vent fan. Got framing here that's gonna go behind the fridge. And I got this nailer put up. So this nailer is gonna have the plank tie right up underneath of there. You can still see that carpet trim. So we're gonna start by putting these ceiling planks up. Let's get it going. There's the first run, boxing around the fan. Quick intermission from planking the ceiling to put in our little LED lights here. So I have 10 of these to do. Changed it up from the 8 original ones I was gonna put in the main cabin. Gonna sacrifice one in the garage and one over the cooking area. So I have a nice long array of 10 rooftop main cabin LED lights. So I'm gonna wire these all in parallel to the dimmer switch by the sink when you first walk in the cargo door. Let's get to it. Okay, so I am set up. I'm gonna actually solder these lighting wires together. They're 16 gauge. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 lights all together in parallel at once. I'm running 16 gauge speaker wire to the dimmer switch, and I'm gonna heat shrink those soldering joints. So the reason I'm soldering is, one, I have a soldering iron. Another good option to use is a spade connector. You can always pop these lights down. If you lose connection, pop them back up. But to give me the best benefit of the doubt, soldering is the way to go on these, so I'm gonna solder all of them. Run them to the dimmer switch. Let's do it. My people, here it is. So I mistakenly missed some footage. Thought I hit record, but that's it. The color is kind of growing on me. I'm gonna hang these upper cabinets now. I'm gonna save weight. I'm not putting shiplap all behind those. I'll trim that out with some 1/4 inch plywood to cover up the wiring, tuck some insulation back in there behind, but I don't need to do shiplap all the way up top. I'm gonna stop just below the cabinetry line. So I'm gonna wrestle these overhead cabinets, get them in, and I am so glad, because they have been taking up a ton of room in the garage. So it's time to get those babies in the van. And I will hit record this time to show you guys. Let's do it. All right, next morning at it. Dark, super rainy. Got the bungalow set up here. And a beautiful van behind me. It's time to get started on the shiplap today. Man, is it wet out. Let's do it. Okay, so the wall paneling is now in the shiplap. Got another update for you guys. Started out on the window trimming over here. Pre-painting that. Those are gonna go over here and over here. And we've got some painting that's already been done up here by the control panel and the fridge areas. So what I need to do is get the fridge vanity locked in place over here. So that's coming up next. I'm gonna put that in, get it planted. Final installation over there. Really excited. That's gonna drive the dinette area right here. Let's get down to it. All right, so last night we planned the fridge vanity. That's all locked in, ready to go. It's about 32 degrees out here. Everything's iced up still, as you can see. See my breath. I am at a standstill on painting to further facilitate final electrical install around the outlets, switch boxes. Started at the panel. It's a little too cold to paint today, so one thing I can do in this cold weather is work on some of this final trim out here. So I'm gonna trim all this out right around the cooktop, build a little spice rack up here, and get all this trim work and fine paint, get all this in the cargo door area trimmed out. I'm gonna put some more eco rug carpet up top here, I believe. Another place I can trim out in the cold weather, anticipating the painting, is back here by the tail lights. Just doing all this fine trim work now, which I thought I was gonna do after all the electrical was in, but I'm gonna get it done before the electrical's in, since it's so cold out. Here we go. There is a ton of time in these pieces here. Not one straight cut angle. That's gonna close out up there where we were just tacking all this in. So I tacked it like crazy, put some screws in behind here to reinforce, and now we're gonna cover it with our beautiful Eco Rug exterior carpet from Lowe's. Here's the stuff right there. Eco Rug, 6 foot by 8 foot piece. Really soft, really stretchy. If you got, let me get this thing down from here. Oh gosh, it's dusty in here. If you guys haven't seen me do the trim on Peggy up front and on these back doors here, you should check out episode 2. I'll link that above right now. But this is the same stuff here. It's a charcoal gray. Has a nice diamond pattern, hides finishing nails really well. So we're gonna do that for some of the trim out pieces up by the cargo door. Let's get to it. Oh, wow. That's got to be my favorite piece of trim I put in so far. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, check this out. Just transitions really nice. Can you see that with the sun? Kind of see out there. Love that charcoal gray Eco Rug. Looking good. All right, on to the next piece of trim. We waste no time. All right, next on the list. So haven't seen this idea before, so I'm gonna give it a try. These plastic block off panels here cover up the conduit structural corners of the ProMaster. There's one up top, there's one down here on the bottom. So what I want to try and do, again, same convention with the carpet, and especially since it's going to be right here by the headrest. This is going to be by your head. This is the light for the bedside light and USB charger to lay your phone down here on the windowsill. I want to carpet all this as well. So the best way to make a template from this is to use the stock block off plates. And also these need to be removable, so I think I will have some hardware showing, because you got to access your tail lights in case they burn out. So I've got to start on a 1/4 inch sheet of paneling here. And what I did was actually widen the stock dimensions. I trimmed the bottom of this off where my plumbing and electrical penetrate, and then made this just a little bit thicker there, if you could see that. So I'm going to cut that, screw it in from the front, wrap my carpet all the way around here again, and see how it looks. See if it'll go in with the stock screws that go to the nut plates on the ProMaster, which I saved in this little baggie. So let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. If it works, I can use this as a template to cut the other one. So let's get cutting. Ooh, I'm pumped. Solved the riddle of the crazy curving lines of the Ram ProMaster with, yet again, one more 1/4 inch piece of plywood. So same thing I used here with 1/4 inch staples and carpet. Get you nice good curves. You can see that crazy line that's curving up, but yet there it is, and there it resides. We're gonna poke out a little hole here for the nightstand light to be right here by the bed. It's gonna look so awesome. So gotta cover this with carpet, reference that over here, make the other side, and get down to it. Yeah. Here's my bedside light wire. That's gonna come through right here. I'm actually gonna leave a bunch of slack in this because if you need to replace the tail lights, this panel's gotta come out with these 4 screws. So I'm gonna leave slack, that way we have room to mount that and get that panel off for maintenance. And there we go. Let's see if we line up. There it is, guys. Man, it looks awesome. This stuff's really coming together now. So that is our finished trim out piece along the back. Curves just like these back doors. Curves with the shape of the van. Have a little bedside light, USB charger for the window seal. Put your phone down here. Little reading light. Let's get the other side in. All right, so I got this template cut out. This matches the sidewall of the van right here. Actually up here by the cooktop. So this is the start of the spice rack. So it's just gonna kind of gradually diverge from the side of the van, clear the cooktop down here at the bottom, come up and then actually support a shelf. And set this down. So that'll swoop up here on both sides, right beside the butcher block here that flips up and out here, and then support a shelf that comes out here and will support the cooktop light. So I have that pre-wired. So that is the last thing I need to build before I can 100% close out all the electrical installation in the van. Everything else is placed, switches, everything has wood behind it now. I need to get paint behind some areas, our carpet areas for our bedside lighting. So we can go live with all the electricity, the panel area. That's going to be on next week's episode. So I'm going to get to building that little spice rack. Call it an episode here for you guys. Thanks for watching. The next episode, we're going to finish out the electrical, probably get some painting up too, and get one step closer to finishing Peggy here. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe to BigLogan channel today. We'll see you. Peace.